Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just finished watching episode 18 of Young Justice Phantoms. Despite the fact that the opening of this episode has a bit of a... It was a bit hard to watch for me personally, not just for obvious reasons, I do think it's a pretty interesting start to another arc that focuses on Rocket and her negotiations with the New Gods. But let's get to the story, shall we? The story is Rocket heads over to the New Gods territory to negotiate with and the Orion and the various members of that area, because the Justice League has been trying to have peaceful negotiations throughout the entire universe to build trust in order to take down their enemies as a collective unit. Unfortunately, it seems one of the bugs has stolen a radion cell or something from one of the New Gods' warehouses. So it seems that Forager has to work something out with his fellow bugs. Well, it seems that the radion cell's going out of control, and Orion appears to have a berserk mode if he ever gets harmed or enraged. So yeah, considering that Rocket also has to deal with an autistic child at home, it's not exactly easy goings for her. And considering that Superboy is still going through his odyssey in the Phantom Zone, it's not going well for him either. So yeah, if you're wondering why I had such a problem getting through the opening, it's because I happen to be autistic myself. And yeah, the way Amistad is represented in this episode is, it's not Predator levels bad, but his autism definitely does remind me of the worst parts of my childhood. Which is to say, I kind of acted a little like him beforehand when I was a kid. And I'm not happy seeing those types of things again. I'm not saying it's a bad representation, it's just not pleasant for me to sit through. Though I don't think it's meant to be. As far as the rest of the episode goes, though, it was pretty good. I liked a lot of the action scenes in it. Orion having that berserk mode should make the negotiations that Rocket has with him a little more tense, considering we don't exactly know what will set him off next time. If it's not, a laser blast to the face, it'll probably be something else. And it's actually interesting that Aleph Alak, the alien that was in the wedding arc in the start of the season, is on Apocalypse now. And I'm just going to take a wild guess that he's going to be a major recurring antagonist throughout this season and throughout, I guess, seasons 5 if we get to that point. Especially considering that we also meet Lorzod and Druzod in this episode, which I'm guessing, are they just clones of Zod, or are they related to Zod? I have no idea who these characters are, but I'm guessing that they are going to also become major threats that are working alongside Apocalypse, considering that apparently Aleph Alak has to follow Lorzod's orders the way he would for Darkseid, and considering Darkseid's the big bad of the entire DC universe, I have no idea how these characters went from ones I don't even know to somehow being the most important characters at the end of the episode. Also, Markovia is brought up again in the post-credit scene, which is kind of weird considering that Geoforce was one of the most important characters of Season 3. Then he's been almost completely left out of Season 4 and only brought up in passing at the end of the 18th episode. When are you going to get back to that plot line? And also there's a reference to Peacemaker being a possible candidate for the Justice League. Yeah, not a great plan, Superman. Let's see what happens next week.